Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
When you look beyond the darkness, tell me, what do you see? It's your boy T-I-N-Y to the P. Yeah, he's looking for trouble here on twitch.tv with Crash or Jade or Spyro or Leon Kennedy. Is there a new game to start? Is he doing some art? Maybe knowledge of an 80s children's show to impart? Cause he's splendiferous, vigorous, rigorous. He's damn vociferous. When arting or Mario Karting, he's straight carnivorous. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
With a great rate of save states debating his fate, Peter's greeted by emotes of cheaters when people donate. Give him a or a and we'll build up the hype, and I'll struggle to read half the words that you type. So are you ready to go? Come on, what will it be? Are we gaming or painting or watching dated kids TV? Grab a bite, crack a sprite, dim the lights, sit tight, cause the stream's about to start and the mics sound right, boy. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Boy.
Hello everybody and welcome to a live stream. I've not tweeted that I'm going live actually. Let me do that. Say hi, I'm live. Hello everyone. Who's here? Are we here? Is someone here? I see you all in the chat. Peter, the title, please. All those XCOM nerds will... Wait, I changed it. Yeah. I called it Spyro-OH-NO. Oh, I didn't hit save. Peter, the title, please. All those... Oh, that's my... Wait, it's my stream feeding back.
How are you? How was your weekend? Really enjoyed the new Worst Games Ever episode. Fantastic work. Looking forward to the Gamescom reaction stream tomorrow on my birthday. Hope you and the Walrus clan are all having a wonderful day.
I typed it all out. Apparently I didn't hit save on the it was still just open on a tab. So I've pressed save now, but those nerdy XCOM people will definitely get a James Jenkins' live notification. Oh well. When they get here, they'll be much happier to see that it's Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. So never mind. Hello everyone and welcome to the chat and to the stream. Indeed, let me say that I'm live on the internet. Quote tweet. It's not called a tweet anymore, is it? Live now! Exclamation mark or exclamation point, as they say in Americorn. Don't know why. It's not really a point. I suppose it's got a point at the bottom, but it's also got a line on the top, which means it's not really a point anymore. So, yeah. I just quote tweet from my own account as well. I should have done this before I went live, shouldn't I? But hey, we've got to let those people know, those non-XCOM fans know, I am now live and a sad face because it's Spyro. Not because it's Spyro, because it's Enter the Dragonfly. Hello everyone, we're done. I'm here, I'm live. I've got my drink. Drinks plural, in fact. One of them is hot, and I'm already quite warm, and I regret making myself a steaming hot drink, so I might just sort of let that go tepid and drink it when it's all disgusting later. We'll do that for now. We've had some BWIPs coming through. Thank you to the generous lot of you who are doing that. Let me have a look and see what we've got. So thank you very much to Steven Scudis for 100 bits. Oh yeah, here we go. Tiny Peter Austin stream time. How am I? How's my weekend? Well, I'm very good, thank you. Had a very nice weekend. Pretty chilled out weekend actually. I didn't do a great deal, but in a nice way. Just watched a lot of Star Wars and stuff because I'm excited for the Ahsoka show. It's coming out on Tuesday, tomorrow. And I've got the morning off work as well because we're doing a late night tomorrow. We're reacting to Gamescom opening night live. Therefore, I'm coming into work late, which means I can watch Ahsoka double bill debut episode like first thing in the morning when it goes out for the Brits at like a stupid hour in the day. And you don't have to worry about spoilers on Twitter. So I'm really happy about that, the way that that's fallen. It's great. So that's what I did on the weekend. I did other things too, but that's all I really remember. And Odie Lazarus has subscribed. Thank you for the 38 months via Prime. Happy Monday, TP and fellow walruses. It's my submiversary. I'm very grateful for this happy, positive community full of lovely people. Another channel I love seems to be having some scandal penguin, so I'm really thankful that BAP and everyone else is here to bring a bit of light and laughter. Love you all. Odie Lazarus, thank you for that. Sorry to hear about the other channel with pending scandals, but hey, we're here. GY Goliath as well subscribed for 41 months on a 41-month streak and says, a happy Monday to everyone. Well, thank you, GY Goliath. Happy Monday to you. Thanks for being with us all that time. And I think that is me caught up on alerts. Thank goodness. But as you saw there, we've got a new SMTJ live trailer now that we've recorded some of the VT stuff. Some of it will, of course, be live. But as with classic children's Saturday morning television, some of it is pre-recorded videotapes that they cut to. So you'll get a little bit of mixture of both. And you've seen a little sneaky peek of some of the stuff that we have pre-recorded in the past week or so, which is very exciting and very enjoyable. But there'll be some live painting. I'll be doing some painting with Ben and Ashton. I'll be their teacher, their Bob Ross, their bros. So we'll be doing a little brief. It's not going to be like normally my art streams are like 2 hours long. It's not going to be that. It's going to be like 15 minutes speed paint, which is probably even more fun, to be honest. So doing some of that. We've got Rules Boss, he's back. We're doing some cooking in main menu. It's all very, very exciting. So that is happening on the 2nd of September. And I hope you're all going to be there if you can to enjoy it. 11 a.m. British time, BST. Stephen has gifted a sub to Liz, which takes Stephen up to 892 gift subs to the channel. Not long now, Stephen, and you'll be at that 900. No pressure, never any expectation, but I know that that's just what you do. You keep giving those subs, and it's probably going to happen. I'm now waiting in fear for the big TJ scandal. My money is on James Jenkins is a prolific biscuit stealer. Oh, goodness me, biscuit stealer. Now that's a crime. That's an actual crime there. There is a bit of a biscuit scandal in the TripleJump / Cultaholic offices. You've probably already heard about it. If you're a dedicated watcher and listener to all of our stuff, I'm sure it's probably been brought up at some point that Ashton in particular gets very cross at the boys who use the office biscuits, eat the biscuits, and what they do is they open packets and leave them open in the cupboard to just sort of go stale. There's a whole office politics about, people letting biscuits go stale or like putting what are they called, Jaffa cakes in with like other biscuits that make one go hard and one go soft, or if you put like all the ginger nuts in with like the plain stuff, then everything gets tainted and tastes of ginger, which I don't mind. I don't like it when there's chocolate biscuits in with the the shorties or the coconut rings, because then it tastes like chocolate and I don't like that. But we can't all have it. You can't please everyone, can you? but I think that biscuits should be in a biscuit tin, if you've got one, if you can help it. And ideally, you should have separate biscuit tins for chocolate and plain. And probably if you have ginger nuts in your house, then you should maybe keep this. Actually, I'll tell you what I would say with ginger nuts. They're an exception to the rule. I would quite happily leave my ginger nuts out, as it were, because I think ginger nuts are really good when they go soft. When they go basically stale is effectively what's happened there scientifically. But I think they're really nice when they go a little bit bendy, a little bit chewy. Oh, superior to the standard crispy, brittle ginger nut, I would argue. And then you're not going to taint all your other biscuits with ginger that you don't want to taste gingery. I mean, I love a ginger nut as much as anyone else, but if my custard cream tastes a bit gingery, then I don't really want that. That's not what I'm there for when I'm picking out a custard cream. I want to enjoy that. So there you go. There's plenty of scandal in our biscuit tin, or not in our biscuit tin is part of the problem. Sometimes it's just open packets in the cupboard. So there you go. Name and shame them, TP. Is it Andrew, says Odie Lazarus. Well, I can tell you it's not Andrew. Well, maybe it happens in their office, but we've got a separate office. So it's all of TripleJump in one office, plus some people from Cultaholic. Generally, the rule is the people may be more weighted towards the writing and the website, although we have a couple of the on-screen talent there as well. But we don't really have any video editors in there. So all the Cultaholic video editors and most of the on-screen talent are in a different office.
Tita. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, chat.
Gangrel, that's a name we're not seeing in a little while. Maybe you've been lurking, maybe you've been away. Hello, Gangrel. I feel like I haven't anyway. Maybe you've not. Maybe you've been around and you've been saying hello and I've just forgotten, which is very rude of me, especially given that you just gave 100 bits. Thank you very much. And thank you to GY Goliath, who's gifted a sub to Painter Mini. Thank you very much, GY Goliath, for gifting. Takes you to 671, which is bonkers. Thank you very much indeed. And likewise, Stephen Scotus is gifted to Adam Jonesio, taking Stephen to 893, which is an awful lot. And Pup George just subscribed as well. When I scroll down, I'll see whether that was Pup George subscribing or someone gifting to Pup George, because that BWIP doesn't tell you. But yeah, there you go. That's all the biscuit politics. And most of Cultaholic are in a separate room, separate office. So maybe they have their own biscuit issues, biscues going on down there. But in our office, it's not Andrew, because he's not there. I don't know who it is. I honestly don't know who it is. But it's someone. Ashton thought it was me at one point. Well, she didn't think it was me on the regular, but we'd had this conversation saying, like, isn't it annoying, the biscuit issue? I don't generally eat the office biscuit. This conversation is carrying on, isn't it? I thought we were done. But I don't generally eat office biscuits because I don't trust our kitchenette, to be honest. Yeah. I certainly wouldn't drink out of the mugs.
For Tiny Peter. He may be tiny, but he's extra hyped.
Toot toot. I don't trust our office kitchen as much as we do our best to keep it clean and tidy. I think that some people probably don't do their best to keep it clean and tidy. So I don't always go for office biscuits, but I will if I know the packet has only just been opened, or, as the case may be, if I have just opened the packet. And at one point, after I'd had this conversation with Ashton where she was saying, I'm so annoyed at the biscuit situation, the biscuation. Like a couple of days later, I went into the cupboard, got out a packet of biscuits, opened it up, took a couple of biscuits out, and then what I did was I started like twisting the packet closed and reaching up to the cupboard, and she went, Peter Austin, I swear to God, if you're about to twist it closed and put it back in there, what the flip are you doing? As though it's been me the whole time. And that's not actually what I was doing. I was hoping for a little bit of a combo situation where I wanted like one coconut ring and maybe like one jammy dodger or something. You know, I wanted like a little bit of mixture. So I was temporarily twisting so as not to get crumbs everywhere, the packet, before I subsequently was going to put them in the biscuit tin. Ashton thought I was a baddie there, and she called me out and I said, hey, don't worry, I'm just looking for another packet. They're going to go in the biscuit tin. So there you go. It's an absolute soap opera in our office, all related to biscuits. So I hope you're happy. You've got your drama now, your tea and biscuits, as it were. Good. Thank you to Pup George for subscribing themselves. 21 months on a 21-month streak, 3 babies worth of TTJ. Well, you could have birthed your own TTJ by now. You could have had a little Ben, little Peter, very little, and an Ashton as well, little Ashton. but you've been too busy watching streams and stuff. We've also got Alt Evolution subscribing via Prime for 44 months on a 44-month streak. Thank you very much, Alt Evolutions. Steven Skodes with... There's a piece of paper under my desk that I keep stepping on, and it's not mine. I think it's Amy's. And I hope it's not some sort of important document that I'm crumpling up. Oh, I see what it is. It's okay. Fine. Steven Skodes with 100 bits. Hype train for Tiny Peter. He may be tiny, but he's extra hyped. It is true. Well, I'm not, because we're about to play a really, really, really bad Spyro game. Even worse than the quite bad Spyro game I played like a month or so ago. But we'll see how it goes. Billy and Weasley, subscribed via Prime for 28 months. Been waiting a long time to see you play Enter the Dragonfly. Look forward to seeing what you think of it. Thank you, Billy and Weasley. And that, I think, is us. Good. Oh, is this Ashton in the chat? I personally feel like in a communal space, the biscs should not be left open. I think that's a reasonable opinion. Hey, I agree. I don't know at what point in that conversation you came in, Ashton, but I am with you. I was talking about the time that you thought I was one of the wrong-uns, because admittedly, it very much looked like I was a wrong-un, even though I maintained that I wasn't. I just had the appearance of one. You know, it's like being caught walking through the street dressed in a stripy top with a mask and a swag bag over your shoulder, and it's like, hey, what are you doing? And it's like, I'm just off to rob a fancy dress party, actually. I think you'll find, if you just, like, watch me a little bit further, I'll go into that room there where it says, rob a fancy dress party. So... Odie Lazarus agrees. And not because they're scared of you. Okay, good. Well, should we play... Talking of things we're scared of, I'm going to play this terrible Spyro game now, and we're all going to have a terrible time. This game is inherently a bit broken, just because it was developed badly, and even if you play it on PS2, it's broken, because it was developed badly. But, also, when you emulate it, it's even worse, and... Booth replied to my tweet today saying I would make sure that this game actually works for you, and I've tested it. It does work up to a point, as far as I've tested it anyway. I don't know if we get into some special level and suddenly it's going to break down and not work anymore, which might happen. But the cutscenes go out of sync, and I was looking for a fix online about that, and apparently the reason the cutscenes go out of sync is because all the ISOs that are in circulation for the emulated version of this game have basically a bunch of like hacks in them that like made the game work in the first place, and unfortunately as a result of making like the bulk of the game work with all these like hacky things happening, it's made all the cutscenes desync. And so you have to just, do you want to be able to like play the game and have slightly desynced cutscenes? I say slightly, I mean quite badly. Or do you want to not be able to play the game at all? So that is why we're going to have to just bear with it, because apparently there's seemingly not really a fix for it, not unless I think you get really, really in depth with it. So we're just gonna have to go with it and see what happens. So let me boot the game, and there he is. There's our boy Spyro. That's a Buick from Danji's Designs. 46 months subscribed. I feel like I'm always in a live stream whenever you're playing a terrible PS2 Spyro or Crash game. I must just be a glutton for punishment. Hope you and everyone is doing well. Well, thank you, Danji. We are doing well. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bad time. Oh wow, look at Spyro there in the background. That's a really good... Oh! That sounds a bit sort of crunchy, but I think that's just because they've included a low quality sound effect. Look at Spyro there. He looks fantastic, doesn't he? Wow. Really good. I mean, even that sounded slightly desynced, so could be in with an issue. Oh my god. Everything in this game is just so rubbery. I've seen... Oh no, it's going to do stuff. Skip. I've seen cutscene footage of this game before, and like Ripto is in this game. No explanation as to how he survived, and his face is disgusting. Right, skip that. No, I thought I'd skipped it, but apparently not. Right, here we go. And there's Sparks doing whatever Sparks is doing. Says was good Mo. I mean, that might not be Sparks. This game has a whole bunch of dragonflies in it, and I don't think that is actually Sparks. Right, let's enter this dragonfly. Now, no. Yeah, Lobrotovich asks that I play it in German. Well, if you boot the emulator up the wrong way, it launches in German, so there was a risk that that could actually happen. I get to choose an icon now for my save. It'll be Sparks and Spyro. Zoe. Paulie, Winnie the Pooh. Moneybags. Oh god, what is that? Bungle. Oh, it gets worse. Donny off of the Wild Thornberries with a hat on. Weird koala man. Crocker hippo. World War I soldier bear. Robo gorilla. Cow. So that's an unwell-looking cow. That looks like a cow that's been caught in the headlights dogging or something, doesn't it? That cow is like, huh? Let's be Paulie Cheetah. Cheetah Austin. Here we go. I think it is Hunter, but this is the best face in the game. Not this one, the next one. There it is. That's the famous bit. You've seen the GIF.
They sure do look happy, don't they, Spyro?
Well, it's not every day that a dragon gets his dragonfly.
Is he staying in sync now? What have I done to fix this game?
Right, Sparks.
So, we meet again.
This seems far more synced than it was when
And I'm stronger than ever.
I'm back.
Who are you calling little, short?
Somehow
Nobody
Ripto
invited
returned.
you. This is an invitation-only party.
Very clever, Dragon. You know, you should join me. We would make a great team.
What do you want this time, Ripto?
Oh, yeah. What do we want this time, boss?
You're not hired for your brains, you dinosaurian landmass! Keep thinking and I will send you back to the place I found you, unemployed in Molten Crater, begging for work from nasty North. Now, back to what I was saying. Well, what do I want this time?
Oh, it's so bad.
Glad that you asked, Purple Pest, and I will be happy to demonstrate.
I like how...
Since I've had
I don't want
enough
to talk over him.
Dragons, I thought, perhaps, dragonflies.
No! No. It's like a slice of roast ham. It's like a ham joint that's been, you know, carved up by your dad.
Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, but you see, without
Why has he got a snout like that? He didn't have that in the second game. He mostly looked like a sort of normal man with it. He had a deep chin, but not a long one.
Totally stole all the dragonflies. Even Sparks is gone.
Spyro, Hunter, don't worry. I think I know where to
Oh, we've got Cog Monkey in the chat. Is this Crash Bandicoot 5? If only. Assuming it's the same Cog Monkey. You say Crash 5. This is a big time Crash hacker, everyone. You need to go and see what Ard is doing on YouTube and stuff. You're into your Crash and Spyro. Your Sprash, as they call it, on the scene.
Listen, out a way to catch those dragonflies.
Some amazing stuff.
Stand back.
Whoa! What'd you do that for?
Drat, that didn't exactly work right. I'm still learning, you know, Spyro. The good news is I've created...
Why does she look so angry? She's like livid.
...different breath abilities. The bad news is you're gonna have to find dragon runes to use them, since the spell scattered them in different parts of the dragon realms.
Cool. Come on, Sparks. Let's get going. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if we want to find those dragonflies. Do you think we'll ever get a day off?
Right, so dragonflies have been stolen, apparently. That's what's happened. Ripto took them. Ripto, last we saw him, was sinking into lava. And now he's just appeared out of a portal and said, I'm back. Because that's how it works. I mean, I suppose, you know, we are kind of... What is up with Spyro's neck? What the hell? Jesus. You know, I suppose we're sort of dealing with your kind of Saturday morning cartoon villains here. So if they just happen to be back next week and they're fine, then that kind of makes sense in the level of logic you expect from a game like this. But right, so this is it. I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of Spyro 3, and I need to be reading this because I can't understand what he's saying. I'm not a huge fan of Spyro 3, and one of the things I didn't like about Spyro 3 was Sparks' voice. Every time the bad guys come, they end up trying to steal the dragon treasure. They always take more than they can carry and drop it all over the place. Pick it up so we can return it to the Dragon Elders once we're finished. I can even help. So have we now got an in-universe explanation for why there's always treasure all over the floor in this game? Oh, it's a bit broken. Who is Ard? He sounds really cool and handsome. He sounds well-ard.
Here, take this dragon rune to the dragon spirit over there. With this rune, he'll be able to combine dragon magic with my magic and grant you bubble breath to catch dragonflies.
Bubble breath?
They're shy and will probably run away from you anytime you come near them.
They're shy? Didn't you say in the opening cutscene they're having a great time? The dragonflies look really happy. I suppose they have just been, you know...
Use your L1 button to switch back and forth between fire and bubble breath.
Okay, but I don't have bubble breath yet, do I? I have to go and take the... So different breaths in this game. Oh, it's a good face. That's a really good face. Love that face. I do just want to say before we get away from it, I love how the opening shot from the cutscene in this... Oh, come on, game, please. Just trying to speak. With bubble breath, you can catch a dragonfly. Alright, but I've not got bubble breath yet because I've not handed in the rune to the dragon statue. I'll do that in a bit. I like how the opening shot of the opening cutscene in this game is an actual giant balloon, like a float at a carnival. And then when it reveals all the other characters, and as they're animated for the rest of the game, they are all like giant balloons, except this is what they're supposed to look like in the devs' point of view. Oh, it's walking us through to this extent, is it? Charge the baskets. All the games up to this point, just let you kind of work that out for yourself. Oh, it's a bit crunchy. I'm going to try overclocking it and see what happens. It might just break it, but I can do that, can't I? Disable frame limiting. Might that help? Oh, not really. I think we've overdone it now. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, we have. Look at that sheep. It's going wild.
So where exactly do I find these butterfly Sparks?
You don't remember? Sheesh. Yeah, alright. I mean, arguably this is more playable than the slow motion that we were having. But it's probably not what we should be doing, I don't think. Okay, let me put frame limiting back on. I should be able to... I think I should be able to... I have heard that the frame rate is bad in this game, Cider Schneider. Like, I came into this thinking this game has a bad frame rate, but when I tested it earlier, it did seem to be running better. So let me stick it on hardware. Resume. Is that going to help? Oh, it looks nicer. Seems to be... The frame rate, I think, seems better.
Spyro, the magic of this sacred room will bestow upon you the power of bubble breath.
The power of bubble breath. So hang on, is that a crystal dragon? Or is it just a statue that looks very much like a crystal dragon that... I'm not quite... Oh, jeez, I bounced off that. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the kind of the speed of this game, because it looks like we're getting frames. Like, it's not a slideshow, it's just slow motion. Right, let me do bubble breath.
Hey, it's two.
It's what? It's two. Yeah, it's weird. Like it's giving me. Well, occasionally it is getting a bit framey, but even when it's not, there are times where it looks like I'm getting like 30 frames or more, but he's just moving really slowly, and so is everything else, but at an okay frame rate. Like, look at this. Why is it all so floaty? Dunno. Weird. The game looks like it's in half slow-mo, half too fast, says Zoe. Yeah, you're right. It does. That's exactly what it looks like. Let me just quickly shout out some of these people. Hannon92 Matt, subscribed via Prime. Welcome to the Walrus Clan. Nice to have you. Thank you for taking a chance on us with Prime. And thank you too. All this stuff that I missed while I was trying to be quiet during cutscenes. Thank you to Narger Than Life, subscribed via Prime for 31 months. 3 big hearts. Thank you very much. Nath Gave, in the words of Sparks, thank you, Nath. 15 months. And there we go, I'm all caught up. That's good. Yeah, I don't quite know what to take from the sort of the speed of this game. I think it does run sort of badly like this, even on PS2, so it's not necessarily an emulator issue, but sometimes it is. I don't know. Anyway, we've got some sheep. Oh, we can bubble them, or we can't. We can't do. Oh my god! It dropped a rack of lamb. What? I can't pick it up. It's just a particle. It's just a. It's just a thing. Okay. Great. Love that. Hate that. Terrible. Oh, it runs badly. Okay, now what I'm going to do while I'm standing here, because I know this, and some of you will know this, let me just do a save state. Okay, I'm going to cheat with the save state. This ring here, this eventually becomes a trapdoor at the very end of the game, and that's how you confront Ripto. At the very end of the game, okay? Or, if you like, you can just do that. And you can headbutt through the floor, clip through the world, and confront Ripto, the final boss. Speedrun strats. Here we go. I don't even know how you fight him, to be honest. I've never got beyond this point, but
Oh, if there's anything I hate more than a dragon, it's a purple dragon. You've caused me enough problems, Spyro. This time I'll take care of you permanently.
Look at his stupid face.
Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus. Oh no. Crystals or something. Okay, well, anyway, I don't know what happens after that. I don't know. Maybe I don't have abilities that I need to kill him, but that is how you just get to the final boss. As quickly as that. Oh, it runs like flipping arse, doesn't it? Surely you need the other breath types and stuff to beat him though, right, says Mr. Black. I imagine you do, although I'm pretty sure I've seen the any % speedrun of this game. I think that's what they do. I think they jump into the final boss fight immediately. And yeah, maybe they don't then defeat him legitimately. Maybe they do some other sort of exploit, but... Oh, I'm not listening to this. It's surrounded by magical energy. I bet you could unlock it if you zap it with your electric breath. Well, don't forget to switch your breath a bit. Well, I don't have electric breath yet, so don't talk like I do. Right. Good. Everyone's face moves too much in this game, says Was Good Mo. Yeah, you're right. I like that he says youch when you bonk in this game. So, I saw Hunter over to the right. Oh, it runs well, doesn't it? I mean, again, I don't quite know how much of this to put down to the emulator, but I think at least some of it is just... It's just the game. It's just what they did. The sins of the developer. Right. Is he going to teach me how to jump and glide? That's his job, isn't it? In previous games.
Hey, Spyro. You know, if you press the X button to jump, then press the X button again.
Yeah, and then you can hover. Oh. There he goes. Brilliant. If you press the X button and then the X button again, you too can strangely warp through the air against all the laws of physics. I don't like his texture. He's very smooth.
I think I see something shiny on that ledge over there. You can get there by hovering. To hover.
Yeah, alright. I've played Spyro before. I know what I'm doing. Say that, but I'm probably going to fail this jump now. Okay, here we go.
Nice work, Spyro. And check this out. I found a dragonfly. Here, why don't you take it?
Okay. Do I have to bubble it? Oh no, he's bubbled it himself.
Hey, it's Bubbles.
Oh, it's called Bubbles. Okay. Convenient. Oh. Oh my god, does it... His home planet needed him. Where did he go? He just jumped and vanished. What the hell? This game is so weird. Oh, Spark, shut up. Okay, sure. If you complete a challenge, that sounds easy enough. What is a challenge? What do I have to do? This one is a flame breath challenge. Once actually 8 targets. Flame the targets. Activate. Oh, Spyro speaks too. How do I activate the portal? I don't see any switches or power buttons.
Okay, that dragonfly is as good as free.
It's Tom Kenny again. That's what I find the most offensive about this game, is that Tom Kenny's come back, and whoever the hell voiced Hunter and Ripto, they're all back. And this is Stuart Copeland as well. Did the music, I think. Where are the targets? There's one. Oh, I can't get up there. Oh yeah, I can. Oh no, is a scarecrow a target? Oh, that's bubble breath. Yes. Oh yeah, it says it in the bottom right, look. Little scarecrow counter. Yeah, they got some pretty decent talent to return for this, because said talent probably thought, hey, the Spyro games were good, and there's all this new technology now, it's the PlayStation 2, how exciting. Got 3 left and I don't know where they are. Oh, there's, yeah, I'm gonna run out of time, but there's one. Okay, well, we could have another go at that, maybe. Or not. Maybe just not do that. Oh, that's Raspberry. Has subscribed. How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Youch! And this game, this game appears to be drawing in a number of my, a number of people I've followed on Twitter for a long time. Talented people. It's kind of ironic, isn't it, that such a dumpster fire of a game brings in renowned Crash Bandicoot modder. Check out this big lock. It's surrounded by magical energy. I bet you can unlock it if you blast it with your ice breath. Okay. A renowned Crash Bandicoot modder and a fantastic artist. Good. Thanks for reliving the worst part of my childhood. Okay. Yeah. I'm living the worst part of your childhood for the first time. Did that orange gem just give me 5's worth?
Spyro,
I don't like that.
I was dreaming of a genie that turned into a nightmare when these horrible riptocs kicked me out of my bed and threw me down this swirly thingy.
What?
Maybe the magic of dragonflies will help activate it.
Riptox. I believe that ice breath lock is the one you can just push through by charging, says Lucy B. Okay. Right, let's try that. We've already got into the final boss fight with a head bash. Come on. I mean, it's not youching when I... Oh! Oh, that felt like something. I don't know. I believe you. I feel like that it probably is that. There might be, you know, there'll be a technique to it, but there's a kind of there's a something there that I'm kind of like, I'm going into a little groove, into a little divot, and then being pushed back out of it. It feels like. I don't know. Maybe they all do that. Maybe all these gates do it. But yeah. This game that I've never played is the secret to summoning me. Yeah, maybe we've all got one of those. There's a game out there for everyone that you've never played, but if someone streams it, you're just there. It just happens. Right. So, hang on. Oh yeah, there's an area up there, isn't there, that I haven't yet explored. Can I swim? Oh, it's shallow. Oh, the frame rate. It's so good. And as I say, I know that at least some of it is not the emulator. Some of it is just how the game was. Oh my god. Now this is something I've wanted for a long time in Spyro games. Oh, hello. Is this worth 5? Oh, 25. But it's just a 2 and a 5 mashed together. Still the wrong colour. Hello.
Good work, Spyro. Use the stones to get to the dojo.
Miyagi.
Remember, Spyro, find the dragonflies before Ripto.
I remember the loading screens in this game taking ages. Well, Let's find out, shall we? Why is he on a platform? Like flipping, like Crash Bandicoot bonus. Why is he not gliding? Nah. Okay. He rode a stone to it.
Oh no, Spyro. It looks like the Riptocs have frozen all the Dragon Masters.
Right. Frozen dragons. Hey, this is my thing. I'm good at this.
You're going to have to use your flame breath to melt the ice and find out what happened here.
Okay, I can do that. What, so is this a Riptoc? Let's see what a Riptoc looks like. That's a Rhinoc, isn't it? It just looks like a... Okay, well, we'll never know. I mean, look at this. Like, literally on the PS1 in winter of 1998, Insomniac were doing nicer skyboxes than this in Spyro 1. Like, really nice skyboxes that are still works of art today, and I would happily have as, like, PC wallpaper. Really nice stuff. PC wallpaper. Law enforcement for a house decoration. He'll come round and he'll arrest you if you've done bad things with Pattern Clash. I'm telling you now, we're not going for 100%, so if I miss a single gem, I'm not worrying about it. Seemingly, I can't do any of the tricks. I can't press my thumbsticks or my shoulder buttons to make sparks point towards stuff. Maybe that's an unlockable ability later on, but I don't know. I went to school with law enforcement, says Adi Pramana. I believe you did. Cut back to the last Crash game you streamed. I mean, God. I got so annoyed playing Wrath of Cortex, and Sparks, are you okay? What's he doing? What was that about? Can he not grab a butterfly when I'm charging? He was spinning round and round. Oh, is that that's a dragonfly there. He's recorded a voice line for every single dragonfly. Okay, I guess this isn't a Rhinoc. Oh, hang on. Because it's got a big spiky tail, which Rhinocs didn't have. But it looks very, very similar. So is Ripto a Riptoc? Or are these... Or is he not? I don't know what Ripto is. Okay, who's this?
Ah, Spyro.
Bruce.
Thank goodness you had the sense to free me from that icy cage. Who would have thought the Riptocs would dare invade the sacred Dragonfly Dojo? Spyro, do what you can to return the dojo to its peaceful state by freeing all of the Dragon Masters. Remember, Spyro, the way of the dragon is to be a dragon.
What? The hell does that mean? What's he doing with his face? What is everyone doing with their face in this game? That's what I want to know. It's just wrong. Oh, okay. This is the thing, isn't it? This is exactly the problem with these games, with Wrath of Cortex and with this game, is that they were like, hey, we can do water like this now. Look at that. We can do fluid. Isn't it exciting? Yeah, it is. It is Universal, but can you make... Okay. I just thought that might be a pool. It's very exciting that you can have nice little glowy specks in the sky and interesting fluid mechanics and, you know, all the other fancy things you've got going on here. You know, I'm sure Spyro's eyeballs are ray traced and so on. It's all very exciting that the PS2 exists. But could you maybe still, like, actually make a good game, though, please? Like, please. That would be really good. Thanks. Just an idea. They really walked before they could run with the, whatever generation this was. 6th? 7th? He is not fat! Oh my god. No, I did not know that. This guy's not fat. He's literally working out right now. That's really rude. He's also big and fat. What's 7,200 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? Can someone convert that to Rule Britannia for me, please? Someone turn that to Queen Victoria temperature for me. British Empire numbers. I mean, I say that. Fahrenheit is imperial. Celsius is metric, but you know. Each time a fairy's at... Yeah, I know, Sparks. It's alright. Played these games before. Oh, I bounced off that wall then. Okay, what's going on? Big fat guy here, right? Just checked, and you can defeat Ripto with just fire, says Scarf of Jericho. Okay. I'm curious, actually, if Maddie's still in the chat. Maybe just dropped in to see that this bad game is being played, but I am curious as to whether she knows that you can glitch into the Ripto boss fight immediately, because that's got to be a revelation for anyone who actually had this game as a child, right?
Spyro-san, I'm sorry the dojo is in such a state for your visit. It's usually a haven of tranquility.
You're here.
It is here that
okay, 1 minute.
Dragonflies grow up and train to be dragon companions. Protecting young dragonflies is a dragon sensei's highest calling, you know. And Spyro, your efforts will result in much reward.
Okay, good. Right, if I do a save state on a second slot, I should be able to go back to where we were. You rage quit early on. Well, let me tell you how early you didn't have to rage. Hang on. What am I trying to say? Save slot 2. Save there. Now if I load slot 0. Okay. So this is literally, I've just started the game, right? And although I've never played this, I have seen this done before. This is where you confront the final boss, which if you rage quit early on, you didn't even know. But literally, we've just dropped in. I've collected like some gems. What you may not have known is that you can just... What can I do? I did it first try last time. I think it's here. It'll be bad now if I can't do it. Let's get real close. Oh no, maybe I can't do it now. Oh man, I can't believe how... I must have been really lucky to first try this. Seemingly it's not as easy to replicate as I thought. I got super lucky. Wow, okay. Well, maybe I can't do it. There it is. That's all you have to say. You have to say maybe I can't do it. So, just a head bash and final boss fight. And according to the chat, I can actually flame him to death and win already. I mean, I might have a go. Why not? While we're here, I've done a save state in that dojo, so
Oh, if there's anything I hate more than a dragon, it's a purple dragon. You've caused me enough problems, Spyro. This time I'll take care of you permanently.
Okay. So I'm not sure what I... Yeah, Hocus Pocus. Then he does this. I'm not really sure... Because I can't flame these, seemingly. Ooh. Can I charge them back? No, I can't charge them back. My god, they home in on me and everything. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing. Why is everyone undulating? It's just the way it goes. Do I charge? No, I don't. I have to dodge, but maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It seems to be giving me some kind of feedback when I flame. Yeah, I think that's actually working. Are they getting smaller? They are getting smaller. Get that cricket. Youch! I can't believe the bad guy from Crash Bandicoot Purple is in this game. Yeah, here he is. It's that guy. Ow, he says. Is this really the final boss fight? I mean, I know it's a kid's game, but it's weird actually because those attacks are basically unblockable. But if you can get to him before he does it, then you're fine. The undulations, that's the right word.
Defeated again. And you'll be sorry. You'll be very, very sorry. The magic of dragons can't last forever. Can it?
Oh my god. Roll credits. What is Sparks doing? Dr. Goblin, thanks for subscribing. Here's a list of all the people responsible for this game. Just keep that in mind. Thank you, Dr. Goblin, for 8 months. Knowing a little bit about this game, I know the GameCube version could hit 60 FPS and would dip to around 30 during the chuggy bits, making it feel less like you're wading through porridge sometimes. Whereas the PS2 version was hard locked at 30, and the dips took it to the 10 to 20 range, making it so much more noticeable. Okay. Sylvia Sun Park. I've been there. Wow. We can find these people and punish them, suggests Lucy B. Well, there you go. That is how you any percent this game in, well, arguably I could do it in a lot less than an hour and 5 minutes. That's how long I've been live, roughly, but wow, what is the any percent speedrun time for this game? God only knows. Zoe says, wait, I looked away, what? So anyway, shall we load back our there we go. Yeah, anyone who missed what happened there, you can very easily glitch into the final boss from literally the place where you first spawn. What was that? Was that a baby dragon just there? And then you can defeat him with your basic breath attack, despite the fact that this game is built around unlocking various elemental breaths as a core component to the puzzle solving and progression. All you have to do is flame breath ripto like a few times, and then it's roll credits. Wow, I've had a great time. 1 minute and 6 seconds, says Lobrotovich, is the current speedrun at any percent world record for this game. So what is this? Is that a baby dragon? What's going on here?
Spyro, my kite got stuck up in the tree.
What?
Could you get my kite out of the tree for me, Spyro? I can't reach it because there's nothing here to stand on. Just me.
Does that mean I can stand on you? Why did he say just me? Weird. What a strange thing to say if he's not actually a platform. That's interesting. Oh, can I make that? I don't know. Possibly. Not really used to the... Nah, I can't make that, surely. Just me. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I don't know. Hey, that boing sound effect, that's Ripperoo, right? It's the same boing. It's the classic Ripperoo boing. I like how fetching the kite down for the baby dragon is harder than defeating the final boss of the game. Sparks, what were you just doing in my face like that? What is happening? If this game wasn't so sluggish, you know, if it was like weird looking and badly designed, but not like wading through treacle, then I'd be inclined to finish it over the next however many streams it's going to take me. But it's just so... Oh, and you like, there's a weird ricochet thing that can happen if you hit a wall at a certain angle. I mean, I suppose it's better than bonking, but he sort of bounces off it, like, at an angle. Very odd. Oh no, I've got my bubbles equipped. It'd be nice if there was a little on-screen indicator, like if his tail had a little different element. A little fire tail or a little bubble tail at all times, so I can see. Or even just HUD that doesn't go away. I mean, it's nicer not to have HUD, I know, but if you've forgotten what flame you've left yourself on, then you're in trouble when you start getting into combat. Oh, hello. Curious what this guy's actually going to do. Oh, he got me. He got me. We can beat that, suggests Mr. Black. Beat the current world record. I mean, it will be, because of how short it is, it will be so optimized. The person who has that record will have taken the exact shortest distance directly to the exact point at which it takes you one go to do a head bash. They'll even have it down to like the minimum jump height you have to do a head bash. So instead of like that, they'll be doing that, which you probably didn't even notice the difference, but you know, it probably saved me like 3 frames. 3 frames in this game, of course, takes about 4 seconds, but you know, it will. They will have it so finely tuned.
You are a dragon wise beyond your years. May the dragon spirits guide you on your way.
Jet. It's weird, like they've clearly... Oh. He's got a kimono on, of course. Of course he has. It's weird that the dragon models in this game are clearly based on some of the Elder Dragons from the previous games. And yet they've given them new names, new voices. You know, all the ones here have sort of a vaguely Japanese accent, I suppose.
Spyro. In trouble again, I see. What a surprise. Dragons in danger or something like that? Well, you'll have to pay me 200 gems to cross this mighty large chasm to reach any of the other dojos. Although I may be practicing compassion, money still has my soul.
Right, okay. Oh, okay, right. He's got my cash.
Thanks, Spyro. These gems are music to my ears and will do wonders as inspiration for my poetry. Look, Spyro, even I know some magic when properly motivated.
What a din.
Thanks, Spyro. These gems are music to my ears and...
Okay, right. Oh, I clipped right through him. Oh my god, that was weird. If you charge at him, you just go through him. Oh, these are springy. Oh, did not expect that. I don't know actually if it's... Well, I think this is kind of the point actually. Part of the problem is that I can't even tell if it's supposed to be China or Japan. Because... I'm not sure. Like, some of these guys... Like, are these guys supposed to be ninjas? The kind of the smaller ones? Or are they... I mean, these guys aren't, obviously, but... I mean, there's definitely Chinese influence here, but... I don't know. I'm a bit confused by it all. But that's the kind of reductive thing that you deal with, isn't it? When you have the vaguely Eastern-themed martial arts level in a game like this. So. And I'm also not qualified or educated enough to say what it should look like, but I certainly know what it shouldn't look like.
Seem to be much of a challenge for you. Perhaps you should contemplate a career as a dragon sensei. It could be your density. I mean, your destiny.
Good.
Now, I will open the
Dord.
gate. That, it appears, is...
Oops, I didn't really mean to do that, but that's fine. Generic Asia. Indeed. Here we are in generic Asia. I mean, to be fair, it's I suppose it's a fantasy world, and therefore neither China or Japan exists in this fantasy world. Whereas generic Asia could do. But no, that's not really what's going on. Why are the 10 gems worth 25? Like, why could they not even do that right? You know, that, I tell you, that's something else I've noticed in this game, is that, like... Oh, no. Oh, it's that generic child laughter sound effect that we've all heard in a million things. If I charge the children, they go... they don't always go. Sometimes they just go. It loves it. It loves being charged. And flamed. It's ticklish.
I've been trying to climb this bonsai tree all day. There's something shiny up there, and I just know it's the kite I lost last summer.
Oh, wait, what? So there's more kites?
Can you save my kite, Mr. Spyro? That tree is so hard to climb.
See that petal?
Maybe there's another way to reach the kite.
Just spawn in and then... Oh, it sure is hot out here. Oops. Yeah, I thought this might be it. So the previous kid that said there's nothing to jump on, except me. And then this one's saying it sure is hot out here. I think when I have ice breath, I'm going to be able to turn these little baby dragons into blocks of ice and step on them. That's what I'm getting from that. Oh no.
Hey, it's gone.
What's happening? Okay, I could see through the world for a minute there, but that's fine. Yeah, something that really bugs me about this game is that, like, they've lifted certain things, like sound effects in particular. They've lifted sound effects directly from the previous games, but they've not actually used them in exactly the right places as oh god, in exactly the right place. And like that sound, for example, the pause the game sound. Oh, hello, Sparks. Wait, what? Okay, right. That sound effect was always the pause menu sound, as it is here, but they also used it as it was used on the front menu, which was kind of weird. And I don't know, there's just, they've lifted certain things and then just thought, oh, that sounds vaguely like a press start button sound effect, or a
Hey, it's shellac.
Shellac. But I also happen to know that the charging through pots sound effect is the wrong one as well. They've taken it from previous games, but not the one that you used to hear when you charged through pots in the other games. It's like the glass breaking sound effect. You know, someone's just given them a big asset dump, and they've created a big dump of their own. Sparks goes tiny in the menu because he's your cursor, I think. Yeah, no, I get that, but so he's there, but then he goes big. Look, because the game brings him closer, and then it leaves him closer, but back at his original size. It's just kind of weird. It doesn't quite know what it's doing. Right, here we go. Oh no. No. Oh. Okay. Oh. What? Excuse me? Hello? What is that? That made it through testing. And this is the European build of the game as well, which came out a little bit after the... Oh my god, these dragonflies have had some delicious edibles by the looks of it. Is this some sort of Sparks challenge? Wait, what? Have I left the level? Oh, so the speedways are inside of the levels. Okay. Time attack first. To start with the rings. Oh, and it just tells you. Okay.
Happy 420 BBBB blazed my dudes Lord 16 dab. Since we went on a cookie rant before the game even started,
Blaze everyone.
Here are some crumply cookie jokes. What do you call a metric cookie? A graham cracker. Ha ha ha.
A what?
What's a fungus favorite cookie?
Graham cracker.
Oreos. Hi-e. What is Homer Simpson's favorite ice cream? Cookie dough. Ho ho ho. What do you call the art of folding cookies? Origami.
Origami.
What kind of cookie do monkeys like best? Chocolate chip cookies. Hi-ho. Moggy 106% cookie run.
Excellent. Thank you, Rotovich, for the bits. Blaze it, everyone. It's 420.
BBBBBBB Spyro BBBBBBB Sparks BBBBBBB Biscuit BBBBBB Control BBBBBBB Crazy Spyro Game Blaze it.
Where are the rickshaws going? This way. Yeah, I like how it just tells you which order to do stuff in, rather than leaving you to kind of work it out for yourself through trial and error, which was kind of the whole point of the speedways, working out a route. But going off the timer, it looks like this is not going to be particularly taxing. His legs certainly go quite wide, don't they, when they're on supercharged mode? Looks like he's got actual wheels. If my dragon had wheels, he would have been a bike. Thank you, Stephen, for the bits. Blaze it, my dude. Oh, have I missed a rickshaw? Oh no. So how do where do I chase down those evil, naughty riptocs? Maybe it's not going to be as easy as I said. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. I'm gonna look like such a fool. I don't think I've seen any riptocs. In fact, have I missed a glider as well? I've just realised I don't have the glider symbol down at the bottom. There's a glider. Oh, there's the lanterns, isn't there? I didn't realise I've run out of time now. He did tell me, and I was saying, oh, why is he telling me? That's stupid. But yeah, I forgot that. I actually had that issue with Spyro 1. I remember when I first played, whichever one it is, Icy Speedway or... It's not Speedway. Icy Flight or Night Flight or something. I didn't realise that the lanterns can be lit until... Well, it took me a few goes, I think, but... How far behind Central Europe is the UK? That would make it 5:20 according to my math. It's actually 6:20. Let me fly against the traffic. That's the best thing to do. It's actually 6:20 because it's British summertime. But we used to stream in a slot where it would turn 4:20 during the stream, and so we used to do the 4:20 blaze it, which of course is the sex number, as everyone knows. But now the stream time slot is different, and we still celebrate 4:20 after an hour and 20 minutes worth of stream. So there you go. Yeah, you should always go against the flow of traffic in these sorts of things, because then you're not chasing anyone down, they're coming right at you. Youch! Okay, so let's light these lanterns, see how this works. Okay, that didn't work. Try again. Oh, I'd have to fly inside it, okay. Hopefully they're sort of circular route. Oh, can I just literally breathe fire while I'm inside? Do I not have to... Oh, that's good. I like that, actually, that you just fly in it and press flame. That's forgiving. Okay, so they're not on a circular route, so I have slightly buggered it up here, but I'll find the rest of them. But will I do it in time? Is the question. Oh, I'm flying against an invisible wall. There we go. I did it. Try again? No. Not sure how I feel about the speedways being inside levels. Ugh. Sparks is insufferable.
Hey, it's Rashomon.
It's Rashomon. Oh yeah, we've got the Race the Ninjas as well. Green rings to your fly through all use the red dots to guide you. Okay, here we go. somehow think this isn't going to be too challenging. Famous last words, but, you know. Presumably just make a beeline for... Ooh! For each ring. Oh, okay. Wow, if you miss one, it just cancels you out. I thought I would be able to just turn around and go back for it, like, you know, you usually can. Fair enough. Okay, I have to be a bit more accurate. I was just trying to clip it. Down here, look. Little cheeky star. Use the red dots to guide you. Thanks, Sparks. I will. Oh, nice. A firework. It homes in. Can I just flame this guy? No, I can't. You just... Oh no! You just ram into him and it just takes away all your speed. 69 current viewers, the weed number. That's it. It's the weed number 69. Everyone knows it. Oh, I missed the star. Fine. How many? I'm in 5th. That's fine. Pretty noisy birds. A lot of bird song happening. Okay, let's grab this firework. Shoot this guy down. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I didn't really want it anyway. What can I hear? There's some sort of cheering happening. There's someone going like, da, 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 da. I don't know who it is or what they're saying. You hear that? It's coming out the left speaker. I don't know what that is. What is that noise? Oh! Oh! Okay, we're on lap 3, and I'm in 3rd place. Those are my 2 opponents. Oh, they can get the stars as well. And they do all the flippy stuff. Oh, I'm still in 2nd because that guy who I was lapping, that guy. Looks like actually if you don't get these stars, probably don't win. Okay, I'm in 1st now. But I've only got like 2 rings left, so if I just followed the track as oh, is it the fairies? Are they the ones cheering? I don't know. That's just us, says Mr. Black. Sorry, I'll stop, says Solo Quetzal. Yeah. Try again? No. Have I found another dragonfly or something, or do I get some treasure? Those ninjas were so embarrassed after being whipped by a dragon that they dropped this dragonfly trying to run away. Look how big it is. I think it's supposed to be a... It's Yojimbo. Right, these are clearly named after the developer's children, I think. I would like to exit the level. But I can't believe you're leaving already. This is supposed to be the most peaceful place in the world. What? In the world? I would question that. And I would suggest that the most peaceful place in the world, in the Dragon Kingdoms, is Dark Hollow. So there you go. That's my My Spyro 2 penneth for you there. Most peaceful place in the world. Probably Dark Hollow. Or maybe even Autumn Plains. Or Winter Tundra. That's pretty peaceful. It's just probably a bit cold, but if you don't mind the cold, very peaceful. Right, so I'm now back in the level. I see a fairy over there. What's that about? Oh, okay. I sort of fell down. Unexpectedly. Did I come in this way? Or I don't really know where I am anymore. It all looks the same. Yeah, this should have gems in it if it was part of the... Yo, Jimbo Jones. Yo, Jimbo. So is it this way? Ask the guy described as big and fat by Sparks. Oh yeah, we came down here before, didn't we? I think. Oh, I'm so thrown off by this ricochet mechanic. It's so odd. If you hit the wall at anything less than 45 degrees or more, or whatever, you know, flatter than, yeah, less than 45 degrees, you bounce off it in a really weird way. And I have to remember that these dip down so that it makes it harder to climb them. I didn't expect this game to go like this. I knew that I wouldn't enjoy it, but not quite in this way. I thought it would be a lot more like Wrath of Cortex, I think, which was which was mostly just kind of broken. But you can kind of see that, like, if it had just been kind of programmed a bit better, and maybe, you know, some tweaks to level design, that it could have kind of felt like an okay Crash Bandicoot game. You know, it's just, here it is, it's PS2 Crash Bandicoot, it's alright. Whereas this, I don't think you could say the same for this. Like, it's not just that it runs badly, and it's not just that the fact that, again, the levels are quite big and sort of desolate. Well, not desolate, but they're just, you know, this hallway is just bigger than it needs to be. It's that kind of issue. But it's not just those problems, it's that it doesn't really feel... Once you get beyond the fact that you're playing as Spyro, collecting dragonflies and gems, I don't know if it really feels like Spyro. It's just something odd about it. And I can't really put my finger on what it is, because you look at it and it is Spyro. You're Spyro, you're running and gliding and charging and flaming. Collecting treasure, collecting the special collectible made for this game, because they all have a unique collectible. And this one is dragonflies, that you have to flip in bubble attack first, because they don't want to be rescued.
Hey, it's Cloudy.
Okay, these aren't all named after the children of the developers, I don't think, because, well, maybe they are. They could have a child called Cloudy. Drew asks if the stream has been dragging along. The game certainly dragons. Youch. 665 gems. Is that a level gem counter? It can't be, can it? That must be my total gem count. Which, again, it's not really the way that Spyro normally does things. Spyro games.
You have done well, little dragon.
It's Chow.
Freeing the dragon senseis took much courage. I think this baby dragonfly will be safe with you.
Yeah, me too. I think so.
Hey, it's Roxy.
It's Roxy. Real question, though, is this or Skylanders Spyro, says Dr. Goblin.
Find and return the remaining baby dragonflies. They are the fortune of the dragon realms.
I mean, it's a good question, Dr. Goblin, because I would say that, I mean, to be fair, I've not played it, or I may have played it briefly for when we were at Vidiots. I think we did maybe not a worst games ever, but maybe a live stream of it or something. I'm sure I've been hands-on with that game once. Oh, can I cheat my way to that kite? Ooh. Oh. Yeah, it's very difficult to turn on the spot in this game. Yeah, I would argue that Skylanders Spyro feels even less like Spyro, because it doesn't even pretend to, it doesn't play this way. It's not collect your gems and you have 2 forms of attack, one for big enemies, one for armored enemies, etc. It's got a whole different, slightly more exploration and combat focused thing. But at least as the game that it wants to be, it functions well. Whereas that's not the case for this. Is this going to be Sergeant Bird, the penguin? Like, why have I been on essentially the same level for the entire stream? That doesn't feel very Spyro to me, and it's not like I've gotten stuck, really. I've stopped and smelled a few roses, but I don't know. It's weird. Oh, it is. Is it? Oh, is that Sergeant Bird? No, that's a little ripto. But maybe Sergeant Bird will be driving the tank. No, Spyro's driving the tank.
Private Dragon. Now I've got a prize for you if you can destroy all the dummy tanks. But you'll have to figure out how to get past the gates.
Okay, it's the same dragon model as before, but this one does not have an Asian accent.
Will you clear out the tank training arena?
Sure. Oh my god. Look at his head just sticking out. That looks like a mod for some Steam tank game where someone has workshopped in Spyro's head sticking out the top of the tank. What on earth is that? I know Spyro uses tanks in other games. I'm not complaining that he's in a tank, but I don't know, it just looks weird. It's one of those things, isn't it, where like once the game has started doing things that are objectively bad, you start to think that some things are subjectively bad. Do I crush the bunnies? That's weird. They've that's almost an identical model to the bunnies from Spyro 3. It's almost like they've ripped the model directly. Oh my god, it's so laggy, says Zoe. I know. When I blow stuff up, it just slows to a crawl. What? Am I supposed to hit the targets? Because if I am, why isn't he doing it? Can I raise my... Oh, I can turn... Oh, what? Oh, do I press triangle? Will that let me... Yeah, it will. It's inverted, of course. Ting. Okay, so that's open. Yeah, that's weird. That looks like it's just a direct rip of the model. Maybe they, I don't know, they just remodeled it based on the exact design, but the sheep look completely different. Strange choice. Oh no, he's targeting the bunnies. Oh man, getting hit really hurts you. Some random bits of wall stacked up here. I'm having a great time, everyone. Really enjoying myself. Can you clear out the tanks from the tank training arena? Yes. Yes, I can. I just want to stop streaming and go and, like, do something else. Well, it's not specifically I want to stop streaming. I want to stop playing this game. Would I rather play Wrath of Cortex, is the question. I think maybe. I don't know, I got very cross though. I've not really gotten mad about this game. No, I probably wouldn't rather play Wrath of Cortex, I don't think. Certainly not the second half of the game. Why is he now aiming all the way up there? Do I have to bring my reticle down so that it'll start shooting straight again? Just while I've got a bit of a hive mind, this is a completely unrelated thing, but for the past 2 days, I've been struggling to think of a phrase that it means. It's the kind of thing I might say to a friend, to a colleague about like something that we're gonna. It basically means to launch something, or to launch something like some content or a new policy or some branding or something. And the phrase that my brain keeps saying is pull the plug on. But it's not pull the plug on, because that's the opposite, isn't it? But it's a very similar sounding phrase that I'm trying to think of. And what am I thinking of? Like I might you know, it's the kind of thing where I might say to Ben like, oh yeah, well tomorrow we're gonna, and it's not pull the plug, but we're gonna pull the plug on the new branding. Pull the trigger. That's it. Why have I been struggling with that so much? Thanks everyone. Why did it take me 2 days? Why did it take me 2 days to think of that? Well, I say 2 days. It was yesterday, and today I've still not been able to think about it. Not that I've been thinking about it all day, but like I wanted to say it for something yesterday. It wasn't work related, by the way. We're not pulling the trigger on anything in particular, but it was. I was talking to someone else about something. I was saying, oh yeah, we're going to pull the trigger on that at some point, and I couldn't think of it. I was like, oh well, it'll come to me, like these things do. And then today, as a separate thing, I wanted to use the same phrase again. I was like, it's that phrase from yesterday that I couldn't think of, and I still can't think of it. Yeah, we're going to pull the trigger on. TripleJump is changing, says Odie Lazarus. Yeah.
Well done, Private.
We're going to pull the plug
You're a
on
clever guy,
TripleJump.
ain't you? Smart enough to get the gates open and skillful enough to survive the tanks. As a reward, I'll let you have the dojo mascot.
The dojo mascot? Is it a dragonfly? Oh my god. Hey, it's Cub.
Hey, it's Cub.
Plus you sound like a badass. This is praying
If
us a
you'd
lot.
like, I can set up some more dummies for you. Would you like to do some target practice?
Absolutely, categorically, nah, maybe
Too
later.
bad. But I'll have this tank ready for you when you change your mind.
Yeah, when the developers are like, oh, when people want to come back and have another go, we'll have the tank ready for them. When they just, you know, if they want to do that for fun, we'll let it so that we'll let them be able to come back and do that. Because that would be fun for them, wouldn't it? Emily Lemons, hello, that's a name I've not seen in a while. Great to catch a stream again, finally. Hope you've all had, I hope you've all had, / are having, great days, despite this visually jarring nonsense. Thank you, Emily Lemons, for coming back to us. You've been subscribed for 20 months now on Prime. You've been missed, I'm sure. Everyone say hello to Emily Lemons. So I feel like I've completed this level. It's Emily level. Because it's given me a reward dragonfly at the top. There's another portal over there. It's weird. It's like these are more like hub world. Oh, is that what this is? Well, no, it's not, because I came from a hub world. I came from the Green Hill Zone. And then it's almost like I'm now in the kind of the dojo world. And, you know, I've gone and done the tank level, and I've done the Speedway, and, you know, there's another portal down wherever it was that I just saw one. But no, this is a level, though, isn't it? Atlas. What's going on? Dragon Realms. Dragonfly Dojo. It's a level. With 700 gems in it. Jurassic Jungle. 12% complete. Are these all the levels? I don't know. This is very confusing. Well, it's not confusing. It's just... don't know. Don't like it. Is there just like 8 big levels? Yeah, I think that kind of is what it is. With little... I mean, I guess, to be fair, in Spyro 3, there were like little doors that you went through, weren't there? And that's where you would find some of the... Oh yeah, look, like now there's a whole extra... But that's an actual portal. What is this? Is this going to take me home? Is it going to take me to... It doesn't have any writing on it, which doesn't help. Which every portal in Spyro history has always had. Let's just find out what happens when I fly through that and crash into the wall behind it. Is that an exit portal? Yes. Nothing told me that that was an exit portal, and there was more level behind the portal. And now if I want to go and explore that hallway, I've got to launch back into this level, go and fanny around, get my way all the way back up there again. Good. Just return home would have been useful, or for it to appear exactly where that dragon gave me the final dragonfly like it used to in Spyro 2. But no, here we are, returning home. Can you tell that I'm having such a good time? Right, now there's a sleepy bear up here. And I wonder, what was his deal? Do I just need to give him enough dragonflies to make his portal appear? Because I want to go to Sleepy Bear World. It might be a damn sight more peaceful than... what we're doing now. And actually, Sparks will eat his words, because he said Bonsai Speedway was the most peaceful area.
Spyro, I was dreaming of a genie that turned into a nightmare.
Yeah, what did you... Yeah. Hit me up. Maybe the dragonflies... Oh. 25 dragonflies needed. Alright. So what else is that? I don't have lightning breath, which I needed to... Oh, hang on. Don't tell me I have to... Don't tell me I had to, like, get all the dragonflies from that level before I can continue. Can I open this door? No, that's doing nothing. Okay. If I complete this challenge, will that give me... It's just going to give me a dragonfly, isn't it? It's not going to give me lightning breath. And down here was... Yeah, this is the one. This is the lightning breath thing that we may or may not be able to charge through. I don't know. I believe that it probably is possible, but not sure. Will SMTJ Live become a VOD? I'm at work on a Saturday like a chump, but desperately want to see it. It will become a VOD, not least because for a lot of people, it's not actually going to be Saturday morning when that goes out. And in fact, it may not even be a reasonable hour of the day at all. Oh, hang on. Did I just have to bring him enough?
Spyro, the magic of this sacred rune will grant you the power of electric breath.
Oh, did I find a... I may have found a rune and not I've forgotten. Okay, I found an electric breath rune. Well, I'm glad I came and spoke to the crystal dragon. Don't really understand what he's meant to be, but now I have electric breath. Can I turn a sheep into a jumper? No, it still becomes a lamp shop. Okay. Yeah, we'll make SMTJ Live a VOD. It will be available after the fact. Remember, you can still, even if you can't be there live, you can still get involved by heading to tripleju.mp/SMTJ. For those who are still unaware, it's essentially it's a parody of SMTV Live, which was a Saturday morning live show. That's what SMTV stands for. Saturday morning television live. Oh yeah, you're telling me that now. Thank you. And we're doing some... Oh, we're in a savannah world now. We're doing some some live fun and games. Someone will get gunged. Someone has to wear a walrus costume for the entire thing. We've got some pre-recorded stuff on VT as well. So we're doing a main menu. We're doing a rules boss. Fun challenges. We're going to attempt a world record. We're doing some live painting. Okay. Oh, he's going to keep speaking. Oh, no. Oh, God. Dragonflies in stereo. So, yes, SMTJ Live. If you go to triplejU.mp, that's triplej.merp, spells jump, /SMTJ, you can have a look at all the rewards that are available. And, you know, if you redeem those, not only do you get SMTJ related rewards, such as being able to vote on who gets gunged, who wears the costume, even getting slightly more involved yourself by having your face on stream, or your brand, if you've got like a, you know, if you're like an independent trader or a game developer or whatever you are, you can get a logo on there. And you can even, I'm not even bothering with these dragonflies, I'm going past them and I don't feel incentivized at all to gather them, which is the whole point of the game. Oh, what now? I'm trying to plug SMTJ climbing. We can climb a ladder by running at it. Then, yes, you can redeem those rewards. You can ask Rules Boss a question. He is there as your agony aunt / uncle. And Rules Boss will solve all your problems. And the way that you get those is by heading to that page and signing up to the relevant tier. So, you know, it's got a monetary value put on it, so you might think, oh well, I would pay X dollars or X pounds for that reward, and so you're doing that in just the same way that you would do to redeem any kind of reward or to buy some merch or whatever. But incidentally, the way that we're doing it, the way that we're redeeming stuff, is we're just bundling it in with Patreon tiers. So you might be like, hey, yeah, I'll pay that money so that I can have my problem solved by Rules Boss. And if you do that, just as an extra, you're automatically enrolled to a month of Patreon. Well, that's how you do it, by enrolling to a month of Patreon. And of course, you can cancel that any time. Like, you don't have to continue to give monthly, but you get all of the Patreon rewards that you would get from the relevant tiers, and then you're also getting the actual reward that you're kind of redeeming for the SMTJ. So give them a go if you like. Yeah, I know these. Right, it's a lightning one, is it? Let's see if we can do this one. Doesn't give you a lot of sort of feedback, does it? Right. Zap. Oh, I hope there's not one up there. I best just check. Some sort of little monkey up here. No? Okay, he's got a UFO. Oh, it's making me talk to him in the middle of a challenge!
You should have no problem getting this here UFO to work now. Hop aboard.
Look at his face.
Space cows. They're everywhere.
He looks like the thing off of... what was that weirdest games ever we played? Where you had to kick the little boys. What was that? Can I restart the challenge by walking through it? No. I now have to wait for it to run down because an NPC started engaging me in conversation. I'm just going to scout out where all these things are. There was one there. Oh, there's more here. Right, this one is up high and I won't be able to get it. Okay, so I need to get this one first. There's one over there. Okay, I'm going to be able to do this challenge. So, right, let's do this. We're going to do it. Oh, and then we can ride the, I mean, it's 5 to the hour, but we'll stream until, you know, 5 past, 10 past maybe, and we'll ride the UFO to the Savannah level, you know, because UFO and Savannah, they go together like Wine and cheese. And by that I mean one of them smells really bad, and the other one, if you have too much, gives you a headache. In fact, both of them can make you feel unwell if you have too much. Too much of anything is a bad thing, right? Especially too much of Spyro, Enter the Dragonfly. And let me tell you, if you want to quantify it, only a little bit of this game is too much. Oh, it looks like I have missed a power pole somewhere. Oh no. I missed it, guys. That's it. Game over. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know where it is. It's probably just back in this area somewhere. Well, we're not going to do it. I'm going to go and ride this UFO, because that's got to be weird. Weird looking. I want to see how weird looking it is. Oh yeah, you can climb the ladder. Let's see how climbing works in this game. Oh, goodness me. That's very, very slick. It's like it's been greased. Oh, goodness me. This guy is horrible.
Wow, that's a lot of dragonflies, Spyro. You should have no problem.
Look at him.
UFO to work now. Hop aboard.
Did anyone
The space cows.
Did anyone help me out with the name of that game? What was it called? I remember being really excited for this game as a teenager. I've already spent more time watching Peter play it than I've played it myself. Oh no, I can believe it. I just got a flash of memories. I played this in bed when I was sick off school as a kid. Oh dear, all these unfortunate people. It probably made you feel more unwell. Oh, that's Raspberry as well, saying, you remember him. I think this is the level when I pulled the plug. Oh no, not pulled the trigger. What was that weirdest games ever game? You guys know the one. The one with the weird little, like, naked men. And you had to, like, build... What did you build? Like a boat? Or... I don't remember what happened. It was really weird. And there were penguins that we had to knock over or something in a car. The world had, like, broken up. The floating islands. You guys know the one. You know the one. What's that line down his face?
From nowhere and have overrun the farm looking for dragonflies. Since they haven't been able to find any, they've been abducting cows and locking them inside the big barn. And I'm afraid I'm next.
So, sorry. Someone actually animated this man.
Don't worry, I'll help you.
His talking animation, and they looked at it and thought, yes, we want that looping round and round in this game. Look at this. Someone spent ages on that because they've had to warp all of those features. Oh, look at the double moon. Oops, oh, I pressed triangle because I was trying to look at the moon. Spyro, please save my cows. Right. Oh, so here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So think in your head, if you're a Spyro 2 or Spyro 3 person, what sound should this make? Yeah, that's right. This noise. Oh. Sometimes it doesn't make a sound. That's actually... Oh my god. Space dinosaurs. I think you're fine. That's actually the wrong sound effect. That's the glass breaking sound effect, not the pot breaking sound effect. So... You're wrong. You're actually wrong about that. Oh my god, did the leaves bounce up when I charged through them? This is the kind of stuff that they've, like, spent time adding, and then they've not bothered to, like, make the game work. Why? Why? Look at this. Look at these dinos. These are pretty cool. I like these. Can I charge anything? Oh, everything makes the same noise, though. They all say "arr," like the ninjas did. Someone was paid actual money to do that, says Odie Lazarus. Yeah, and if they'd been, if the brief was make a weird, creepy, rubbery man, I'll pay you money for it. Which, you know, there are times in life, in art, where a creepy rubbery man is exactly what is required. Like in that weirdest game ever, that no one can remember the name of. Cargo: The Quest for Gravity. That's the one. Thank you, Dr. Goblin. Thank you, Stephen. But this was not the time or place to make a weird rubbery man. You know, in a way, he looks good with his weird rubbery face in a very whimsical, surrealist cartoon setting. And I know that as individual adjectives, you might describe Spyro as cartoony and certainly whimsical and maybe even surrealist to an extent, but not all three as a combination. You know, the aesthetic of this game should not be Cargo: The Quest for Gravity. That should not be what this game is built to look like. It should be built to look like Spyro the Dragon. So I'm not even bad-mouthing the person who animated that character specifically. I'm bad-mouthing the decision to request that he did it that way, or she did it that way. Or to say, yeah, you've done it right, when that's what they handed in. It looks good as a weird, creepy, rubber-faced man, but that's just not what the brief was or should have been. I think I've had enough of this, to be honest.
Hey, you're Spyro, ain't you? Glad to meet you. Have you?
Ugh. You know a game is bad when it makes space dinos not fun. Yeah, that's right. I saw them and I was like, hey, that's cool. And again, like, it's, you know, their models aren't bad. They're kind of interesting. They're space dinosaurs with silly spacesuits on. Like, I like that. This is someone who is like halfway through watching 1980s He-Man in his spare time. You know, of course I like stupid, pulpy, weird stuff like that. But the game doesn't run properly, and then the models, once they start moving, look like they're made out of jelly. What is happening? Can I land on this now? Is that what we're doing? Did I call it over with the power pole? I did. It's become a platform. I don't really see where the cockpit for this thing is, but... Oh, there we go. Look, we're platforming on UFOs. Whew. You can just see where they've been slightly overly inspired by previous Spyro games as well. Like, the guy in a spacesuit with a laser gun that's going left, right, it's the laser cowmen from Robotica Farms. And this is even a farm as well. It's a farm, and that level had UFOs in it. You had Robotic Farms and Metropolis, sorry, they were paired levels, because Spyro 2 had level pairings that didn't make it to the final thing, which we've talked about before on other streams, but those two were paired together. And, yeah. I'm just not having fun. I'm just charging through... Oh, it is just cows. These are the space cows from Metropolis. That's what they are. Okay. Good. It's just derivative in the worst way. I've had enough. I hope you've all enjoyed watching me suffer through this. In fact, I hope you haven't enjoyed it. I hope you've suffered too. So thank you for being here. Shout out to everyone who's subscribed and given bits today and been involved in the chat. I feel like it's been a don't know, what's the word? Engaged. I feel like it's been quite an engaged stream today. I feel like I've spoken to you guys a lot. You guys have been chatty and very generous and stuff, which is what it's all about, isn't it? And that's nice to see, because sometimes you play these games and you're like, man, why did I pick this? We're all having a terrible time, and not even in a funny way, or just having a bad time.
This was a fun stream.
But this was a fun stream, says Stephen, and gives 100 bits. Thank you for the bits there. Yeah, sometimes you can suffer in a good way, in a funny way. And that was hopefully what happened today with this awful game that I will not be playing any more of. But I can say, hand on heart, that I have rolled credits on Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, and no one can deny that. There is video footage of it, or there will be on the VODs channel in a day or so. So there you go. That's my speedrun attempt. It took me, kind of an hour, because I was running around doing other stuff, but I could do it in a couple of minutes, I think. So there we go. It won't be a world record, but I could theoretically complete this game very, very quickly. And so could all of you. If you're looking for a game to start speedrunning, that one has a very quick reset time. You might not beat the world record ever, because as I say, it will be frame perfect almost, because there's so little to do that you can really just focus on those 4 or 5 points. But if you want to start a game that you can probably constantly improve on your speedrun time, and as I say, easy resets, that's a nice thing to have, isn't it? Rather than a run dying at the 3rd hour, then why not give this game a go? Just head bash through the floor, flame ripto, roll credits, time. Lovely. Well, thank you everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Mondays, and we will see you, remember, live stream tomorrow. It's a bit later on in the day. I believe that Opening Night Live starts at... hang on. Opening Night Live, Gamescom. What is it in... So here are the other time zones if you need them. I know it's 7 p.m. BST, but that's 11 a.m. PT. Whatever that means. Playable teaser. 2 p.m. ET, that's Eastern Time, and 8 p.m. CET. But yeah, 7 p.m. BST. If you have it in your head now, our timetable and our timeline, time zone, it's a 7 o'clock stream, basically. So the time that you normally see the end of a stream at 7 p.m., that's when you need to be here. And a little bit ahead of that as well. I'm sure we'll be going live at 5:02 or 10:02 or something like that. So there you go. That is tomorrow evening. We'll be doing some opening night live reactions, having a fun time. We're all going to be having some happy juice and enjoying a couple of little bevies. So it's bound to be good times had by all, I'm sure. That's